I think sound in education to me is like it's an alternate way of, or it's another way of learning. I think a lot of people could be visual learners or might learn in a different way, but for some people, learning through the use of sound and noises is another way of education.
Well, I really haven't thought of that before, but sound in education, the only thing I can imagine that could relate is the way the teacher or professor could communicate with the students, and whether potentially like inflections or tone of the lessons could affect their learning or understanding. It's pretty big, but
so. Well, sound in education, to me, I just look on like my previous experiences in school and how right now I can remember, for example, I would use the term not as positive experiences in having previous teachers because of how monotonous their tone was, and vice versa, how a teacher who's the way they speak and transfer the information to you in an excited, positive, very emphatic way really, really resonated with me, and I felt that their excitement led to my excitement in that information.
The first thing I thought of was a teacher's voice commanding a room, and how that relates to how students react to that. Their mentor using different tones and different cadences to teach a class.
I feel like sound in education is like you using it for like a learning tool, so either like listening to music to analyze it, or even just like watching a movie, like you're listening to things and you're being engaged with them, versus just like watching somebody write down on a whiteboard like what all you're trying to learn, I guess.
I've never thought about sound in education before, but I guess you can look at it specifically from like a musical standpoint, where sound is like inherent in everything you do, but also in just like general education, sound is obviously key in like the classroom. Like the heart of being in a classroom is like having conversation, and that all revolves around sound and how you communicate back and forth like through like sound. Yeah.